Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. I think we need to give a round of applause for all the previous presenters. I mean, they've talked about really good topics. I've learned from it, and just a few seconds for them. And honestly, I believe they've made my job harder because some of the topics are very close and they have good synergies with each other. Yeah, so my topic is project management and energy efficiency and retrofit solutions, and I'll try as hard as I can to stay away from the conventional methodologies and approaches to project management and try to use real-time examples of how things actually are done in the industry nowadays. Yes. So, yeah, thank you. Our mission, vision, and goals are aligned with His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, God rest his soul, with these values, and we use him as an example for us to strive and, inspire our team to continue to progress and achieve and make the country, its people, and the industry proud. The statement here, buildings of today are not the buildings of the future. To better explain this, I'm going to give you I'm going to personify this statement. Imagine the example Dr. Alim gave ahead of time about the person in Germany who went to the barber who had his haircut, presentable person, he's looking good, but imagine he's an avid smoker. And the only way you could find out that he's got an issue is through your MRI or CT scan, which is a medical intervention. And what we do is not medical intervention, but we do engineering intervention. And we do this through technology. I mean, technology makes our lives so much more simpler nowadays. We've got applications to go shopping, to buy food, to purchase movie tickets, to get a chauffeur, a taxi, but we don't have the same technology in our buildings. It's lacking. And this is where we come in. A little bit about us. I'm not going to bore you about who we are, but then we have our local partners, Green Coast Environment, that gives us the financial backing to pursue any project of any scale. Gives us the ability to look at bigger projects and even smaller projects. For us, there's no scale as in we can't attack or approach. And we have our sister companies, Corey's Environment and Siraj Power, that's there to support us in any means possible. Sorry, just to go back to the previous slide, the statistics you see below is a few statistics of our company. We've got more than 5.3 million square feet managed, over 40 million kilowatt of energy saved to date, and we've audited more than 200 plus facilities, including hotels, hospitals, residential, commercial, banks, etc., etc. Now, what's the advantage of us? Just to give you a better idea, I'm going to describe it into three phases. We give you engineering solutions because we have subject matter expertise that come in and do quality engineering for you. We provide finance solutions through our innovative and unique finance and business model, and then we use technology. Technology is a major aspect in what we do. We leverage technology in everything we do, and we partner with quality equipment manufacturers and software vendors, and we also work with utility providers because we have the same goal, reduce energy. And by this, we give you comprehensive turnkey solutions because we are your engineers, consultants, and contractors. How we do it. Now, we have three inputs. This is me summarizing it to a very high level. We have three inputs. Your first input being engineering, technology, and capital. We put this into your building, and the output is data analytics, better engineering in terms of operations and management, and capital in terms of asset value increase through energy savings. Our process. We analyze and conduct audits in existing facilities, and then we implement energy saving measures, and then we operate your building for the lifetime of the contract. And our contract varies from 5 to 7 years depending on the facility size. A few of our satisfied clients. We have investment companies, hospitality companies, and project management companies that we work very closely with. Project management, why we're all here today. That's now that I'm done with the formalities of who we are, and the best way for me to explain project management is to give you a case study. I mean, this is our agenda: leadership, planning, communication, risk management, team, operation, and maintenance management. And the previous distinguished speakers all touched upon these topics, and I don't want to repeat what they said because they hit it right on the target. And to do that, I'm going to use one of our flagship projects, which is Fairmont the Palm, located on the Palm Jumeirah. And this is a guaranteed savings energy performance contract, and a few statistics from this project. Since we walked in, we've saved over 2.3 million dirhams annual savings. So every year we save 2 million plus. We've reduced their EUI, which is the energy use intensity, by 23 dirhams per square meter. 17% energy reduction each year. Now, to give you an idea, when we walked into this building, they said our building is great. There's no more energy you can reduce. And we said, give us the opportunity. We want to go and we want to conduct an audit and see how we can reduce your energy. And this is the numbers that we came up with. And this is an ongoing project. And just to give you an idea, this facility here has got about 400 guest rooms and about 7 F&B outlets. So it was not an easy project. And we're recognized through the industry for our achievements. And moving on, leadership. Leadership has been talked about so much in this conference today, and everybody's right. Leadership is very important. And for us, the way we see it is we see it in 3 aspects: in vision, motivation, and inspiration. This is very important for the whole organization to keep in mind. Vision, is it clear and uniform? Does every person in the workforce understand this? Are they motivated enough? If they're not, they have to be put in as part of the group, because the speaker before me said, the war rooms, everybody goes into a war room, they come out, but they don't have clear ideas of what they're doing. They're not motivated enough. And inspiration, this is something that has to be self-taught, but then it has to be related to the whole team, and obviously the team. You have to have leadership qualities in your team. And just to give you a better example of our company is that 40% of our workforce are women. And we keep them engaged. We've got engineers, customer relationship managers, maintenance operation managers, who are mostly women, and they are getting the job done. And to keep our team focused and involved is we do something called Lunch and Learn, which is done about bi-monthly. We give them the opportunity to be subject matter expertise. They come and tell us what they learned. Supposing in Fairmont-de-Palm, if there's an issue with the facility, they give us a presentation. They learn about the facility, and in this way, the company is learning on its own and growing. Next is communication. I can't stress how important this is. I think we all agree that the major problem is communication, And for us, the way we define this through expectations. Does everybody know what they're responsible for? Does the stakeholders know what is expected of them? Is it communicated at the beginning of the project, the middle, or the end? The next is the milestones, whether it's small milestones as in, is a report submitted? Or is it bigger milestones? Is the project completed? Has it reached its 50% stage? Or can we define this into different categories and segregate them down to lower details, Next is delegation. And to give you a better example, as Dr. Alim put it earlier on, the gatekeeper. And I'm not going to use the 3 R's, but I'm going to use 3 C's. To define your gatekeeper, you need to understand whether he's competent, whether he or she has a capacity, whether he or she's committed. And you need to understand this before you delegate, because if I'm to delegate to another colleague of mine, I need to understand, can he do the job? Can he or she do the job? Are they capable of doing? If not, I need to delegate it to somebody else. This is very important to understand your team before you delegate. And the next one is deliverables. In my opinion, and the way we function is that we list out the deliverables in the beginning of the project. Everybody knows it, and you don't want your manager to call you 10 p.m. at night, hey, is this done? You don't want that. Nobody likes that. Maybe he's on the beach, as one of the speakers spoke.